Hey there, horror fans. It's your buddy Phil here, and I'm back at it today with yet another live stream for you guys. What's going on? Paul Phoenix, hello, dogs. What is up, Paul? What's up, Paul? How's things in the UK there? You good? You good in the hood? Come on. God! All right. I got a big thing of old DVDs here. It's a smorgasbord of just random shit. Open Water, based on true events. Who put this out? Sundance, Lionsgate. Open Water, widescreen DVD. In search of much needed relaxation, Susan and Daniel take a tropical island vacation. While scuba diving miles off the coast, the tour guide miscounts, leaving them abandoned in the middle of the ocean. As the hours pass, the couple realizes they are not alone as a shark's fin breaks the surface water. Over the next 24 hours, the couple must fight to stay afloat and alive, surrounded by miles of ocean. Not a feel-good movie. Totally terrifying. I would not want to be stuck in the ocean with sharks. No thanks. I'm good, Paul. Thank you. How are you? How's everything where you are? D. Schneider's Strangeland on DVD. I don't believe this has ever had a proper Blu-ray release, possibly a media book or something like that, but this is the old original Artisan. Let the mouth stitching begin. Yeah. This DVD is pretty cool, though. Comes with a little bonus book with some comic pages of more Strangeland stuff. And then, of course, your little chapter selection thing. And it does also have a little extra write-up of Strangeland. Yeah, I don't know why this has never got a proper Blu-ray release. I like this movie. Robert Englund's in this one as well. Strangeland. Let the mouth stitching begin. This bitch just won't shut up. One Missed Call. This is the American remake, I believe. And I don't believe it has a Blu-ray release either. This is the Side A, Side B widescreen standard. Double-sided disc there. One Missed Call on DVD. We're not gonna take it. Takashi Miike. This is a bootleg DVD starring David Naughton. The Sleeping Car. Only released on VHS, I believe. This is, like I said before, a bootleg DVD of probably the VHS rip. But if you haven't seen The Sleeping Car, it's a good movie. A One-Way Trip to Terror. I don't know. He hates his ex-wife. Who doesn't hate their ex-wife? Come on. Don't Wake Up the Sleeping Car. This is an old Creature DVD called Titan Find, aka Creature. I have upgraded this to the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray or 4K. Can't really remember. This has Klaus Kinski, kind of an Alien ripoff type of deal. But I like this movie. We used to rent this on Laserdisc at my birthday parties. Uncut version that hasn't been seen since '85. Titan Find delivers the goods. Titan Find, aka Creature. Sleeping Car. This is one battery you don't want to jump start. Butthead Bungholio. Hey Phil, what do you think of the new Crow remake? I don't think I want to see it in theaters. Maybe I'll just buy a bootleg copy of it. Yeah. The trailer made it feel like a John Wick movie to me. I am Klaus. Another bootleg. This is this TV series Werewolf. This is season 1, season 2, I think. Werewolf 1, Werewolf 2, Werewolf 3. Just bootlegs. Bootlegs of the show Werewolf. I don't know if you guys ever watched the show Werewolf back in the 80s. But yeah, pretty good werewolf TV show. This is the old DVD of Trick or Treat. I like how they plaster Ozzy's and Gene Simmons' image on the front when they are hardly really in the movie. I mean, Gene Simmons is in it more than Ozzy, but... And I believe Synapse is bringing out a 4K of this year, which I will probably end up grabbing. This has Skippy from Family Ties. Mark Price. Rock and roll horror movie type of deal. Looks familiar. Premonition with Sandra Bullock, where she wakes up and her husband's dead, and she wakes up the next day and he's in the shower, and all her days are getting mixed up. She tries to save her husband's life, or something to that effect. This is also an American remake of an Asian film of the same name. A gripping psychological thriller that will have you guessing from start to finish. Sandra Bullock. Ozzy Osbourne childhood home, about 10 minutes drive for me. That's amazing. That is pretty cool. The Boogeyman flicks from the 90s. Boogeyman. This is the scariest movie ever. I don't think so, but The Boogeyman. This is 1990 something or other. And then they did Boogeyman 2. And they also did Boogeyman 3. Unrated. I mean, these are okay movies. They were just direct to DVD fluff. I'm pretty sure the first one actually went to theaters, but part 2 and part 3 were just direct to DVD. I haven't watched these movies in years. I should revisit those. Then we have the 1980s Boogeyman with The Return of Boogeyman. I did recently just pick up the 4K Vinegar Syndrome of the original Boogeyman. This is the one that always came out as Bogeyman. The Bogeyman. It will give you nightmares. And this is a side A, side B. So you have the Boogeyman on side A, 1980 version. And then Return of Boogeyman on side B, I believe. So even though I upgraded the Boogeyman to 4K, I have to keep this because of the sequel. Not a big fan. Just a Few songs. I heard that Blumhouse might make a new My Bloody Valentine movie and a Nightmare on Elm Street. I have mixed feelings on that. Yes. Paranoid, etc. Baba Yaga. What's with that logo? LOL. Recycled. The logo. Yes. Yes, the DVD case is from recycled material. What's up, Craig? The big guy on horror. If you have yet to connect to Craig over at the big guy on horror, he is a good friend of mine. Make sure to go on over to his channel and connect with him. He knows his horror stuff and puts out good content. So we got Pool Party Massacre DVD signed by the cast and crew. Everybody has a signature on there. Pool Party Massacre. It's an okay movie. I mean, it's nothing special. But came with a little sticker that I threw in the DVD case. And I think they're making a part 2 to Pool Party Massacre, if I'm not mistaken. Great art. I love Pool Party Massacre. I like it too. I mean, like I said, it's nothing crazy, but Death Spa, yeah. similar to Death Spa. The Convent with Adriana Barbeau. I just recently upgraded this to 4K, but I thought I'd keep this old DVD just for nostalgia reasons. I don't need to get rid of this. The Convent, Killer Nuns, 1959. The nuns, she blows them away. 40 years later, 59, 69, 79, 89, 99, 1999. Group of students break into the cursed basilica. None of them are prepared for the horror that awaits them in the convent. This also has Bill Moseley and Coolio. Bill Moseley and Coolio play police officers in this, I believe. But that is The Convent. I like that one. There's a massacre movie for everything from the 80s. Microwave Massacre is one of my favorite weird massacre movies. I love Microwave Massacre. Family Gathering Massacre, Retirement Home Massacre. We got the Butterfly Effect movies. We got the Infini film. This is like old New Line stuff. Butterfly Effect. I believe this is Alliance. Side A, Side B, widescreen, full screen. This is, of course, Ashton Kutcher. Comes with, what does it come with? Comes with some Butterfly Effect stuff on this fold out. Scene selections, etc. That is the Butterfly Effect. Love that cover with it's kind of a metallic-y gloss effect. Then you have these crappy sequels, the Butterfly Effect 2. I mean, I don't know how crappy they are. I haven't watched these in years. Can you change your past without destroying your future? I probably should at some point rewatch these, but even old DVDs has audio commentary, altering reality on the set of Butterfly Effect 2 featurette. It's cool that even DVDs came with like special features type of deal. And then, of course, Butterfly Effect 3 Revelations, Death Repeats Itself. And like I said, guys, other than part 1, I haven't watched part 2 or part 3 of these in years, so I don't really know how good or bad they are. But my guess is they're probably pretty bad. Good movie. I didn't bother with the sequels. Clive Barker's Books of Blood. Or Book of Blood. I'm pretty sure this doesn't have a Blu-ray release. Not too sure. And I've only watched this probably once or twice. He's channeling messages from the dead. The fine line between the living and dead becomes blurred. A stunning and astonishing climax. That's what I always want to have. That's Clive Barker's Books of Blood. Or Book of Blood. Geek Out Cinema, what is going on? Yeah, man, I first listened to Bruce Campbell audio commentary years ago on the Evil Dead DVD. His audio tracks are always good listen. Yeah, I like the Evil Dead Bruce Campbell audio track. We got the Massacre Collection double feature, Sorority House Massacre and Sorority House Massacre Part 2. So I basically bought this DVD just for Part 2, since I do have Part 1 on Blu-ray twice, I believe. These are kind of the rip-offs of Slumber Party Massacre. This is a side A, side B. So you have Part 1 and Part 2. I forget which one it is, but one of these movies recycles a lot of old footage from Slumber Party Massacre. Three people watching, 3 thumbs ups. Thanks for thumbing up the live stream. I would watch them just because they're in a sorority house recycling footage. Boo. Open Water 2, Adrift. I believe this is the one where they're on a yacht and they go for a swim but forget to put down the ladder on the yacht, and then they're stuck off the yacht, but there's a baby crying. They left the baby on the yacht. That is Open Water 2. Dimension Extreme, Broken, unrated. Broken makes Saw look like a children's movie. No One Can Save You, Broken, unrated. I like this movie. Based on a horrifying true story, Broken is a dark, vicious little movie that gets under your skin. When a woman is taken captive by a sadistic madman, she survives a series of gruesome tortures, only to become his twisted slave. Unusual, cruel, captivating, and startling, memorable. Broken is a relentlessly brutal film whose creepy yet realistic depravity takes modern horror movies to a whole new level. Winner of the Audience Award at the Dead by Dawn Film Festival. Dimension Extreme. And you got a bloody disc with a razor blade in it. I beat you. I beat you. Yeah, that's Creepshow too. Hey Phil, greetings from Australia. Can't stay, but take care, buddy. Joshua. And that comes from Josh. Fulci fan 101. Hello, Fulci fan. Bye, Fulci fan. This is my second best portrayal of Ed Gein. This is Steve Railsback as Ed Gein. My top Ed Gein movie is Deranged, with Robert Blossom as Ed Gein, or Ezra Cobb. They changed his name. But yeah, this is a good one. This one's pretty true to the factual case. And Steve Railsback's great in this movie. And there's another Ed Gein in here somewhere, the one with Kane Hodder as Ed Gein. Let's get these out of the way. We got Scary Movie. Scary Movie 2. Scary Movie 3.5. Scary Movie 4. And Scary Movie 5. I don't know if these are on Blu-ray, but I think I'm good with them just on DVD. Deranged from the 70s. Yes, Robert Blossom. Another bootleg, Blood Salvage. Blood Salvage. I believe this has John Saxon in it. And this is a good movie. I don't know why this has never been on Blu-ray or anything. I love the cover. I used to rent this at the video store just because of the cover. That is a bootleg of Blood Salvage. Blood Feast 2, All You Can Eat. This is Herschel Gordon Lewis. The unrated version. I kind of dig the white DVD case. From the godfather of gore, Herschel Gordon Lewis, comes the most eagerly awaited sequel in the blood-red history of splatter cinema. The Cannibal Caretaker is back with a new recipe for gross-out comedic carnage that literally blows chunks across the silver screen. From the groundbreaking production team of H.D. Lewis and David Friedman, the maniacal masterminds responsible for Blood Feast, 2000 Maniacs, and Color Me Blood Red, Blood Feast 2 is a gorehound's wet dream. And that is Blood Feast 2, All You Can Eat. From Shriek Show. An old Shriek Show. It is a great cover. Next we have Bones from New Line. I think it's, New Line Platinum Series. I still have yet to pick up the Scream Factory Bones Blu-ray, but I think it is still available. And this is Snoop Dogg, Pamela Greer. Comes with a chapter listings page there. And of course, your DVD. But I like the movie Bones. They're trying to revitalize an old building. And Snoop Dogg comes back from the dead and Causes a whole bunch of shit. What's up, Phil? Hey, peeps in the chat. Satan. Rob, always good to see you in here, bud. Jimmy Bones, is that you? Not a bad movie. Yeah, I like it. I like it. The Exorcism of Emily Rose, one of my favorite exorcist movies or exorcism movies. Probably one of the better ones that came out during the time of stuff like The Last Exorcism and Devil's Due and etc., etc. But that is The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Based on a true story. I don't know how true it is, but then we got a couple big box Blu-rays of these. This is Video Nasty's The Definitive Guide. So like a documentary out of the UK about the banned movies in the UK. And then you have Video Nasty's The Definitive Guide Part 2. More of the same, just going through, showing you little bits and pieces. There's extra on the back. Of all the censored bootleg, or not bootleg, but like banned things of the banned movies of the UK, I guess you'd say it. Not a fan of exorcism movies, to be honest. Exorcism of Emily Rose scared the crap out of me when you first watched it. Excellent flick. When I watched Not You, LOL. I get what you're saying. Give me one sec, guys. Club Dread, Broken Lizard, Bill Paxton, Coconut Pete. If you haven't seen Club Dread, do yourself a favor and see it. It's a lot of fun. The late, great Bill Paxton. I wish that would focus. But it's not going to. This is from the Broken Lizard people. But yeah, I dig this movie, Club Dread. Fun watch. Super Troopers, yeah. I went through the Video Nasties list a few years back. I think I've seen most of them. Some are terrible. It was a different time. Some are not bad to deserve to be banned. Evil Dead was even banned in the UK for a few years. Funny movie, I prefer Super Troopers, Mother of God. Mother of God. We got Keanu Reeves in The Day the Earth Stood Still remake. This is actually a 3-disc DVD set, and disc 3 comes with the original 1951 movie. So you get both The Day the Earth Stood Stills on here. Pretty cool that they came out with a 3-disc DVD set for this movie. I mean, the remake is not the greatest, but I have it in my collection nonetheless. Next, one of my all-time favorites, A History of Violence. This is a fantastic movie. Viggo Mortensen, Ed Harris, William Hurt, and David Cronenberg flick. History of Violence. You can't go wrong with this movie. Maria Bello's in this. I've never seen Eastern Promises, Paul. That's one that I've never seen. I've never seen Eastern Promises. I'm going to try and get all these out so I can do them all together. Then we have The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original sci-fi masterpiece 2-disc special edition. So another Day the Earth Stood Still movie. This is, of course, the original. I don't know if it's been colorized there. You have a scene of a tank, definitely in color. It does say black and white, so probably just in black and white. And that's a 2-discer with the flapper. Klaatu Vrata Nikto. I need to watch Eastern Promises. History of Violence is awesome. Eastern Promise is good, but in my opinion, History of Violence is better. You have these direct-to-DVD Hellraiser movies. You got Hellworld, which I believe is the rave one where Lance Henriksen is Pinhead or something. Yeah, starring Lance Henriksen. Doug Bradley as Pinhead. Oh no, this is the computer one. Hellraiser Hellworld with Lance Henriksen. Hellraiser Hellseeker with the return of Ashley Lawrence to the series. Hellraiser Revelations, which is horrible. Not even Doug Bradley playing Pinhead. And then Hellraiser Deader I believe is the rave one. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But there's 4. I have Inferno here somewhere. Inferno is probably my favorite straight to DVD Hellraiser. With what's his name? I always forget that guy's name. Hellraiser Inferno. Craig Sheffer. Yeah, I like Inferno. Here's Creep. Everybody's talking about Creep 3 possibly coming out, or a series of this coming out. But yeah, Creep is a great movie. Part 2 is also great. And that is an old DVD of the movie Creep. Deeply disturbing. It says deeply disturbing. Those Hellraiser sequels were painful to watch. Couldn't agree with that more. They just pumping them out. Hellworld only watched because of Henry Cavill. Like whatever. Hellraiser, Hell Goes Online. Have you seen the British movie Creep from around 2005 in the subway? Yes, I remember Creep in the subway. An old Anchor Bay, guys. This is Cheerleader Camp. I just saw on my Instagram just this morning that a bootleg Blu-ray of this popped up that you can get because it's never been released on Blu-ray. But yeah, Cheerleader Camp, aka Bloody Pom Poms. And you get a little write-up on Cheerleader Camp there. Cheerleader Camp, definitely a fun watch. Don't know why this has never got a proper blue or a 4K, but it is what it is. I'm okay with the DVD. Next, we have the special edition DVD of Cube. A fantastic movie. I like Cube quite a little bit. They're stuck in a cube of cubes. And then to go along with that, you have Cube 2 Hypercube, which is more of the same, but not as good. And then you have Cube 0. Which is a prequel to the first Cube. So you have an original, a sequel, and then a prequel to make up the Cube trilogy. All 3 of those on DVD. Next, we have a German DVD of Brain Scan. I bought this because it is the rare uncut version of Brain Scan. So it comes with scenes, not in the version that we're used to seeing. This is, of course, Edward Furlong with the brain scan disc. What's the detective's name again? Frank Langella. So this isn't a bootleg. It is a German release of Brain Scan, special uncut edition. I know there's extra gore footage in Edward Furlong's first kill sequence, where he kills the guy in the bed. And then there is a prolonged ending sequence between, what's the guy's name? I think it's played by T. Ryder Smith. But yeah, anyways, extra footage. It says special uncut edition. That is what you want to see if you want to get yourselves one of these German brain scans. You see the whole thing. Next, an underrated slow burn movie, in my opinion. I actually really like this movie. It's Jeff Daniels in Chasing Sleep. The nightmare begins when you open your eyes. Has to do with him and his missing wife. Where is his missing wife? And he's slowly unraveling at the nerves. But yeah, Chasing Sleep. I like this one a lot. If you haven't seen Chasing Sleep, you should see it. Brain Scan is fun. Haven't watched Chasing Sleep or need a rewatch from Special K33. Thanks for popping in. This is the Fog remake on DVD. Not a good remake, in my opinion. You have a bunch of CGI fog. They did not need this remake, in my opinion. Can y'all hear me okay? Am I coming through okay with my audio? Let me know in the chat. The Fog remake, not great. I have the remake of The Hitcher, which is an okay remake. It's nowhere close to being as good as the original. But that is the Hitcher remake from Rogue. I believe that's Alliance as well. Rogue, Alliance, the Hitcher remake. And then we got The Hitcher 2, I've Been Waiting. This has Jake Busey and C. Thomas Howell. And one of the actresses in this movie was actually working at my mom's building. So I gave this to my mom for her to sign. So she put, "Dearest Phil, thanks for watching. All the best." And her name... I don't exactly know what her name is. Dunlop. Something Dunlop. Darcy Dunlop. So cool, got her to sign that. She just plays a bit role. She's like the wife of the sheriff. The Hitcher 2, I've Been Waiting. Loud and clear. Good to know. Nice to see you, Phil. Yes, audio solid. His name was Jason. 2-disc special edition. Splatter. 2-disc Splatter edition. His name was Jason. The ultimate retrospective on the groundbreaking horror series. This is, of course, a documentary about the Friday the 13th flicks. And this came with a poster. Let's look at that poster together now. His name was Jason. Nice little poster included in a DVD thing. A DVD. That is the 2-disc His Name Was Jason documentary, which is pretty cool. We have a rare out-of-print DVD, Clown House. And before you jump down my throat, we all know what Victor Salva did, and I don't condone those actions. This is the movie that he did those things. But this is Victor Salva's Clown House. Basically, they released this, and then the news came out about what he did, so MGM pulled it. So yeah, pretty rare DVD there. Clown House. Welcome to a circus of terror. Awesome Jason documentary. I have that too. That's so cool. An old DVD version of Hostel. Which I saw in the theater because I have my theater stub in there. Usually whenever I see a movie in the theater and then I own the Blu-ray or DVD or 4K, I slip the ticket in the case. I don't know, just something I started doing at a younger age that I still actually do to this day. But that is Hostel. Eli Roth. Quentin Tarantino presents Hostel. And I have Hostel 2 and Hostel 3 in here somewhere. But those are going to be at a later date because I only have 4 more I'm going through right now. We have the collection. This is the sequel to the collector. And I do have the collector on Blu-ray. But this is the collection on DVD. And then they were supposed to make a part 3 called The Collected. But I think it got canceled. But hopefully one day we'll get an ending to the trilogy because these are good movies. Then we have Creepy Crawlers. Dean Stockwell. John Savage. And this is known as by another name that I'm drawing a blank on right now. I do have the old lenticular thing that came with this. If you can see that there. And I always think that guy's face looks like John Lithgow. Whenever I see the cover of that movie with that guy's face, I'm always like, is that John Lithgow? But it's not. Creepy Crawlers. If you know what the alternative title is, let me know. Love the collector movies. Yeah, they started finishing it, but it was shelved. those two, the collector movies, the Chrome Skull 1 and 2 were good. Yeah, Laid to Rest. Have the collection. Thought it was a good sequel. Yeah, it's a good sequel. Creepy Crawlers. They Nest. They Nest is the other name for creepy crawlers. This is Thora Birch and Desmond Harrington. The Hole. They're out of college and they find this kind of missile silo in the ground. So they all want to go there and party, but they lock themselves in. And it's just the different stories of what happened in the hole. This is a good movie. I like The Hole. And last but not least on today's showing off old DVDs, we have a Dante Tomaselli movie called Horror. And if you haven't seen this movie, I would recommend that you see it. Because his movies are freaking crazy. A great Halloween movie. And that is Horror. Director Dante Tomaselli merges two disturbing storylines in this visually arresting chiller. First, a band of 5 teens escapes from a drug rehabilitation center to cash in on a questionable promise of salvation from the psychopathic Reverend Sallow Jr., leader of the pack. Luck, fueled by hallucinations, transports the gang to the Reverend's isolated house, where the second plot is evolving. Here lives Grace, Salo Jr.'s daughter, whom he and his equally bizarre wife have enslaved through forced drug addiction and psychic brainwashing. Grace's only salvation appears to be the guidance of her paternal grandfather, Reverend Salo Jr., played by the amazing Kreskin. But hope is quickly jeopardized when it is revealed that Salo Sr.'s comforting visitations are from beyond the grave. It is through Grace's visions of her grandfather that she learns of her parents' demonic pastimes, abduction, murder, and worse. A great Halloween movie. That is Horror by Dante Tomaselli. Dante Tomaselli. Watch all of that director's movies because I like them. I know this movie. Thanks for the recommendations. That looks like a must. So, yeah, a nice quick hour. We're at 58 minutes. Thank you to everyone who tuned in to the live chat and took part in the chatting. Also, get excited for my next uploaded video because I shot a new intro finally. I recreated my intro. So, new Phil's Creepy videos, me spinning around in the chair intro coming soon with my next uploaded video. And yeah, hope you guys have a great Monday. I am going to because it's my day off and it's still early. 9:20 in the a.m. here. So I'm going to become one with the couch and watch some good horror movies. I might actually go through some of these DVDs and pop one of them in, but I'm sure I'll get up to no good. And thanks again for tuning in. If you like great horror content and you're not subbed to Phil's Creepy Videos, do me a huge favor and hit that red subscribe button. Hit the bell notification to be notified every time I go live or drop a new video. And if you liked watching me talk about old DVDs today, hit the thumbs up button because I appreciate you. And yeah, that's my time. Thanks so much for yours. Have a great one, guys. Peace!